All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Advanced College Rhetoric. This is going to be our first lecture video for the course. Not going to have just a ton of lecture videos, but I do want to start by giving you a big picture of what this course is going to be like. Knowing kind of where we're going is going to help you as we work through the individual projects. And so first and foremost, I want to ask the question, what is rhetoric? Well, in kind of fancy terms, rhetoric is the intentional practice and study of symbolic communication. What does that mean? In other words, rhetoric is communication. It's simply saying, how does one speaker get their message to their intended audience? And there's a lot of different nuances of this, but anytime throughout this course, I ask the question, what is rhetoric? Your answer is going to be communication. So kind of the framework through which we're going to understand rhetoric or communication is going to be the rhetorical situation. And so as you can see in this diagram here, the rhetorical situation is a text as found within the triangle. And the text can be a YouTube video, a tweet, a novel, an article, a podcast, a movie, a short, or a TikTok. Take your pick. A text is literally anything that's helping the medium that is getting the message across. And so kind of the three corners, whatever, of the text is the writer and the speaker. Let me get my pen here. The writer and the speaker, the reader and the listener, and the subject. And so the writer is crafting the text for the audience about the subject. And that's kind of the relationship between these things. Now, let me erase my doodles there. Everything that is surrounding the text is the context. This is going to be, if you know Spanish or have taken Latin courses, con just simply means with the text, right? This is going to be important a little bit later on, but understanding the rhetorical situation is going to be important for how you enter into the conversation in later units. And so I want to introduce this idea of the great conversation. All right. Kenneth Berg puts it this way. You come late. When you arrive, others have long preceded you and they are engaged in a heated discussion, a discussion too heated for them to pause and tell you just exactly what it's about. You listen for a while until you decide that you have caught the tenor of the argument. Then you put in your oar. Someone answers you, you answer them, another comes to your defense, another aligns himself against you. The hour grows late and you must depart. And you do depart with the discussion still vigorously in progress. So this is what we're doing in this course. We are engaging in rhetoric. We are engaging in communication. And the kicker is there's already a conversation going on. And it's important for us to identify those conversations, listen to the voices at play, and then, only then, can we insert our own opinion. And so that's going to be the framework for this course. You're going to pick one issue. Okay, one issue that you care about. It can be the stray dog population in Lubbock. It can be beauty products and their ethical construction. It can be education. It can be economy. It can be medical care. It can be vaccine mandates. It can be the environment. There's lots of big issues out there. I'm going to recommend that you choose an issue that is both a passion project for you and is somehow related to your major. That way you can kind of learn about something that's in your major and make this course really useful for you and for your future. There's only one topic that I'm going to ban, and that is abortion, because I have heard every argument and I just do not think it's going to be a productive conversation in the context of this online course. Any other issue is free game. My biggest suggestion is to figure out if you can narrow down your issue to be really specific. Therefore, you can really hone in and engage that issue. So one example of a great conversation going on that I like to use as an example is one of my best friends is a microbiologist. She works for a rendering company. A rendering company simply takes all the carcasses of meat that's butchered and renders it into useful products like pet food. And so there's a big conversation going on in her company right now of if they should use a water wash, which is what is used for people for their tankers, or if they should use an oil wash, which is basically like burning oil, and it will kill anything. The water wash leaves people vulnerable to salmonella, but pet food industries want the water wash so that it can be human grade. However, the oil wash is going to actually be better for the product that they are using, right? These discarded carcasses, to really make sure that everything is cleaned. And so my friend is entering into this conversation that's going on between the rendering company and the pet food companies, saying which wash is better and why. And so that's something she gets really passionate about. And that's going to be one example of an issue kind of in this large conversation that's going on that she's entering into. And so you can choose any kind of issue that you want. Just make sure that you spend some time narrowing it down before we get much further than the iSearch essay. All right, I'm actually going to skip over this because we are not going to be using journals this year. The discussion post that you're going to have due this week, it's going to be brainstorming towards 3 ideas. So I want you to post 3 possible issues that you are interested in exploring and why. Think about what you already know about this issue, what you're interested in about it, what you're curious about, what you'd like to learn. Post those 3 ideas to Blackboard, and then I'm going to give you feedback on those 3 ideas as we go forward in the semester. One thing that I want to note, you're posting 3 ideas right now, but once you have chosen your one idea, that is going to be the idea, the issue that you stick with all semester long. You do not get to change your idea without it being approved by me. Even still, I probably won't approve it. So please spend a lot of time, think really hard about what issue you really want to tackle this entire semester. What issue, what conversation are you interested in engaging in?